6 common foundation mistakes you're making over 40. Important thing to know about foundation, it is the canvas to which all other makeup is applied. If we don't get this step right, the rest of your look is going to be thrown really off and not look good. When your foundation is properly color matched, it's not only going to be invisible, it's going to look like skin. You should not be able to look at someone and see that they have on foundation. The first mistake you're probably making over the age of 40 is you're wearing the wrong foundation type. If you're wearing a matte or powder foundation just because it's trendy, you probably want to reconsider that. That's going to settle into your lines, which is going to look dry and cakey, and our skin already is more dry as we mature, and adding powder and dryness on top of that is only going to age you. If you wear a foundation that is too light or the wrong undertone, you can end up looking gray, you can end up looking ashy, you can end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. When your face is a completely different tone than your chest, that also is not only weird, it can actually age you. Using the wrong tool or no tool at all to blend in your foundation is a mistake, because what's going to happen, for example, when you use sponges and a liquid, it's going to absorb most of the product and it's not going to actually get in your skin. You also want to blend your foundation in so you get that nice second skin look, and that's not going to happen with your fingers. For your foundation to look like skin, then you want to actually show as much skin as possible, and so to achieve that, it's a good idea to only apply foundation only where you need it. For example, I tend to apply it mostly to the center of the face, which is where I need it most to cover hyperpigmentation and get a more even skin tone. One of the biggest mistakes you can make at any age, and especially over 40, is not actually using a primer and the right primer type for your foundation goal as well as your skin type. Primer is going to smooth and hydrate the skin, and it's going to block oil if it's a mattifying primer, and it's also going to help your foundation last longer. So if your nose sweats and you lose makeup throughout the day on your nose, you definitely want primer on your nose, like a mattifying primer, to help hold the foundation in place longer, in a lot of cases up to 18 hours. This one's going to be a little bit controversial because a lot of people think your concealer should not go underneath your foundation. And for the most part, I agree. The only exception is when you're color correcting. That needs to be done underneath the foundation. Otherwise, you're going to look really crazy with red under eyes or orange under eyes in my case, okay? So your concealer gets blended away when you do it underneath foundation. So if you're covering blemishes in that, make sure to put the concealer over your foundation. Otherwise, it defeats the purpose.